So I've used these bands for a year, and I'm here to tell you, are they any good? I've worked out with them, I've stretched them to their limit, I even tried to pop them. Man, I'm really tried is the key word in that sentence. But who am I to test out these bands? Well, I'm here to tell you, I'm Discipline Dave, and this channel is dedicated to getting you fit at home. I have many workouts and reviews with resistance bands, and I think that I have a good overall opinion because I've reviewed a lot of resistance bands, and I'm here to tell you that these right here, right away, are some of the best I've ever used. So much so, it's the winner of the Resistance Band Awards video of 2023, so make sure you check that out so you can see all the winners. But this one won the top spot. So before you think I'm kissing up the Bodylastics, they don't know I'm making this video, okay? They're not sponsoring this video. I'm just a part of their affiliate program where I get a couple of pennies if you click the link and you purchase the bands. So let's go over the pros and cons of these bands. The first thing I love about these bands are they're really for everyone. If you need light resistance, if you're a person recovering from injuries, if you're just getting back into working out, they've got that covered. But if you're one of those bros like me, self-proclaimed bro, and you need heavy resistance because you're looking to really build muscle, they have some of the strongest, thickest bands I've ever seen. Now, when I show you this B-roll and you look at the resistance that's over 200 pounds, you may say to yourself, you've seen other band companies that have higher resistance than that. So have I. They put it on the label, but is it really that resistance? As a person who's tested out many different bands, I'm here to tell you is that the numbers that match up to what's on the band to these is real numbers. Not only that, you can see it visually. Their heaviest band on the Warrior set is the thickest band I've ever seen. And when I say Warrior set, that's for the heavy duty bands. I would recommend that if you're seriously committed about building muscle. Now, their standard set is something that's good for all around people there, and also the lighter set is for people who just want to dip their toe in. Usually resistance bands companies come in two forms, too light or too heavy. Well, here you have many options. Another pro about these bands are the handles are the best I've ever seen. So they first had a first generation handle and it was pretty good. It has that kind of type where the loop goes through the middle of the band, not the ones that just attach on the side, because I've learned that when you have all that tension just on the side of the band, it makes it so that there's a good breaking point right there in the middle of the band. And I've had a lot of times bands crack on me in the middle. So this one has a real thick TPU middle with a nice rubber grippy squishy handle. So you get really good grip with it. But I said that was the old edition. So the new edition, they added something that's very minor but makes a huge difference. So if you take a look here with the new one, it has a wider grip right here on the side. So you have even more confidence here. And I love that it doesn't really have a seam, so it feels so good on the hands. And they still kept that little squishy middle that I like with these perforated little patterns here to make it so that you get extremely good grip. I've seen other companies use some cheap type of foam or just the handles are just an afterthought, but you can tell they put really good design when it comes into this one. Now, the next thing I love about these bands is safety. One of the biggest fears of anybody using resistance bands is, are the bands going to pop on me? Oh! Or let's say you're doing something like a face pull. You're hoping that thing doesn't come, you got to lash across your face. If you're really working out hard and you got that in the back of your mind, you're not focusing on the workout. You're focusing on, I hope this thing does not snap and hit me in the back. So these bands have a patented technology where it has like this rope in the middle of it. So that way it can never snap. Now, at first I thought the rope was going to be a little bit limiting, because if you only get like the standard set and you just got about 5 bands or anything like that, it has different increments with big jumps in between. So what I've learned is that if you get to that point where you've gone to like, you try to stretch it out a lot because you want some more resistance, you can actually just go up in band and get that resistance. I even did a pop test on the initial review by strapping a pillow to my back. Mrs. Discipline Dave is the one that strapped it on there. And after I saw the video, I saw that pillow just like flop down. I had no protection if it popped. And it's pretty amazing that it didn't. But if you want to see that part of it, you can go ahead and check out that video. But this video right here, I think is the best review that I've done on these bands because I've really had a lot of time with them. Another great thing I like about these bands is the carabiner hook. What I love about it is it's a very heavyweight metal. And it's not just the kind that has a loop at the bottom. It's the one, I'm gonna see if you take a look here. See, it has like a circle in here to extra reinforce it. Another thing is that when you're maneuvering like the little clip right here, it's not, hold on, let me bring it in, let me make it focus a little bit more. Okay, there we go. So you see when you're moving it like this, some cheap ones, when you move them side to side, they can go off center, but you can tell this is a really good metal if you're going to use it for resistance bands. So you don't have to worry about these bending and failing on you. And keep in mind, I've had these for a year. So for using these bands, if you're going to use exercises like cable flies, bicep curls, if you're going to do squats, lunges, if you're going to do back lat pull downs, like I've done it all with these for a year, and I'm telling you, I had no problems with snapping, and I didn't really lose the elasticity, you know what I'm talking about, as far as the resistance, because I know some people have a fear about it stretching out too much or anything like that. But if you still have that fear, it does come with a warranty, which is a really good thing. And if you're one of those on and off again workout people, I've seen if people don't store their bands right, like let's say in dry areas or anything like that, and they're worried about that latex rotting, they actually sell a rejuvenator type of gel that you can put on it to really restore them back to life. Now, one of the most overlooked things about the Bodylastic Bands is the accessories are the best in the game. The best in the game. And I know you're just saying, I just said that. Go look at my old videos. I'm using Bodylastic accessories with other band companies because the other ones can't measure up. One of my two favorite things that they have, you'll see, even in my total body workout, the 2.0 version, the whole workout, I'm using a Bodylastic Ultra Door Anchor. And if you don't know what that is, it's pretty cool. You're able to have multiple door anchors without moving a door anchor up, down, left, right, whatever for every exercise. Now it does come with a standard door anchor. And as far as a standard door anchor, it is one of the best I've seen. It has the big wheel on there, which I like, will give you confidence with a door. Even if you got a little bit of a crack there. That's what I really like about it, because some cheaper ones just use these little beads in this nylon strap. And I'm just like, what are you doing here? Like, that doesn't install safety in me. But if you want to fork out the money for the Ultra Door Anchor, I understand. I'm all about saving money. But if you really want an efficient workout and not have to worry about always opening and closing the door as far as different anchor points, this is one of the best things for it. And I love that it has metal loops, but you can attach some loop bands to it too. But it's one of the best things that I've used. And the other thing, not only do I use this at home, I use it at the gym, I use it when I travel. It's the Bodylastics curl bar. It's a foldable curl bar that you can take anywhere. It has great grip around the handles. And if you're a person transitioning from weights to resistance bands, this right here is the perfect thing for you. It just opens up a plethora of exercises. And I'm telling you, again, don't take my word for it. Like, look at all the videos where I'm using this. I'm using it with other band companies. Like, I really enjoy this. And look at the dates of those videos. Like, I've been using this for a very long time and I've had it forever and I'm never letting it go. The only cons I really saw is this. One, I wish they made loop bands because they really nailed it on the tube band. So I would love to see that come in. Now, another con, and it's not really a con depending on who you are, they can be a little bit more expensive than those cheap ones you see on Amazon, and you look at them, you're like, oh, they kind of look the same, and so why don't I just get the cheaper ones? But they're not. They definitely have an elevated quality than most of the tube bands that are out there on the market. And the other thing that it has that none of the other one has is a rope in the middle for the safety, and the handles are great. And I've actually had more handles break on me than bands pop. But I'm telling you, if you're in the market for bands, just save and spend a little bit more to get better quality, and they'll last you a long time. I mean, I'm at a year right now and still going. So I think I got my money's worth. Now, if you're interested in these bands, like I said, I have an affiliate link in the description below. It helps support the channel. If you click that link, you'll still get the fast shipping and everything. So just click the link and I would greatly appreciate it. And after you do that, make sure you go ahead and check out this video because I tell you more and more about the Bodylastic accessories so you can make sure that you can make an informed decision after you decide that you want to purchase these bands.